Hello there guys, I did it! I unlocked the MCLAREN 720S, the Spider. I don't know why it's making this ridiculous noise. I can't seem to stop it making this noise, so you're just going to have to put up with it clunking away. Now, I want to say a massive thank you to Jaded Fett because you recommended a tune, Don Joewon Song's tune, the grippy one for the Senna, which I downloaded and installed, and I went from not being able, I was coming 12th place every single time on that circuit around Edinburgh, and I put that tune on, and then I came first on the highly skilled level easily. And once I'd won, I went in and double checked that I was definitely on highly skilled Drivatars because it was just so easy. So after that, I went over to Holyrood. I came second on Holyrood, so I thought that'll do. And then on the final one, I can't remember where the final one is. I had to restart a couple of times because the guy who was very, very close to me on the leaderboards, he kept starting in pole position, so he kept winning, and even if I come second, it wasn't enough, so I had to keep restarting until I beat him. But I did that after about 5 attempts, I think, so it was all good, and I got the car. So this is the car, and the reason it's different from the normal 720S is the roof comes down. So let's have a little look at this juicy roof. Let's get in the right place. That one. Look at this. Isn't it awesome? It doesn't come with this livery on it. It looks bloody awful when you first get it, but I had a little look at the options available. There were some really nice ones. I downloaded this one. There were none from the K74 club, so I didn't download any of ours, which was a tad unfortunate. I was looking for one, but isn't that lovely? Let's hide the UI. I don't know why it's making that ridiculous clunky noise all the time. But there we go. It's not very nice to drive. I tried driving it. I tried driving it just as the standard tune, and it was sliding all over the place. But I'd just been in that Senna with a grip tune for quite a while, so I was used to that. But this was a complete nightmare. I then went and got a tune that had quite decent grip, installed that, and it's not too bad, but it's still quite difficult to handle. It still does slide around a little bit more than the Senna did, and it's a little bit more difficult to drive, but isn't it nice? So a big thank you to you, Jaded Fett, for recommending that tune, and of course a big thank you to Don for making the tune so that I was able to win this car. It was surprisingly easy compared to how ridiculously frustrating and difficult it was with this standard Senna. I mean, I was coming not only last, but my best lap was still a second slower than their worst laps, like the person who was in 11th position, or however many they are. Right, guys, that's all from me. Just wanted to give you a quick update to let you know that I was successful, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Oh, I'll tell you what I should do before I go, very quickly. Let's get out of this, and I'll show you the car mastery. Can I get to it in here? I'm not sure if I can or not. You've got to ignore my distractions because I'm being bitten a lot by Filippo. Oh, you know what's happened? We've had a letter from Filippo's school, and he's got to go to school in bloody fancy dress for Halloween. Right, let's get in here. Stop biting me. He's got to go to school in fancy dress for Halloween, and they're going to do like a big fancy dress competition, and it's all to do with which dog gets the most likes on Facebook wins and all that kind of stuff. Now, my wife is obviously very excited about him having fancy dress and all that kind of stuff, but she doesn't have to stand with him in the street waiting for the school bus in the morning. So I've got to go down to the street with my dog in fancy dress for Halloween and wait for the bus to arrive. I think that's going to be a little bit embarrassing. I'm proper not looking forward to it, I tell you. Right, let's have a look inside the car, see what it's got in it. So there's 16, so it's a full set. That is only a twice as fast, unfortunately. Oh, cheap wheel spin. So, you know, one cost on a wheel spin. And then we've seen this before, haven't we? There are only so many of them. What I did say in my last video was, have they changed the skill point system? Because I don't seem to be getting skill points. I realised why that was. I had 1,200 and something skill points, and it tops out at 999. So I changed my car and just started spending skill points on cars that I think I might one day use in order to be able to get below 999. And I have noticed that since I did that, I am now getting skill points all the time, so the way I would have expected to. So if you are on 999 or higher on your available skill points to spend, start spending them, because if you don't, you are not going to accumulate any more. So I'm just going to go across the bottom here and get that wheel spin, see what it is, and that is going to be the end of this video. Hope he gives me something nice. Right then, let's see what we get. I'm going to let it spin. I'm not going to use the others up. I'm going to let them build up, I think, and then maybe do a video of using them. Oh, 5,000 credits. What a load of shit. Well, there we go, guys. Once again, thanks to Jaded Fett for recommending that tune. It did make a massive, massive difference, and that was really, really frustrating me. So I am now keeping my Drivatars on highly skilled. I've done a lot of races and come first, so definitely some significant improvements in my driving. I don't know if you can hear the sound of ripping in the background, but the dog has just climbed onto the desk, took a piece of paper out of the printer, which he's now tearing up on the sofa. So I'm going to go and deal with that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.